Hello and welcome to this series. We're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam 2023, and this time we will have a look at Ritual by Elias Saarenpää. I think. Well, maybe it's pronounced differently, but that's how I will pronounce it now. Alright, so first let's have a look at the itch.io page. Screenshots look interesting. So this can be played directly in the browser. You have made a deal with the devil and now he is out to collect your soul. But fear not, for you have found a way to trap the demon. A ritual. But the ritual needs a sacrifice of blood. Pick up the dimensional ritual knife in order to travel between our world and hell. Fill the altars with the blood of the tormented and trap the devil for all eternity. Controls W, A, D. M1 is, I guess, mouse button 1. H is travel between dimensions using the ritual knife. And 2 is use key. Alright, interesting. Do we have anything else here? Yeah. More than... what was the name? Elias? Alright. So... Elias, me, art and game design. Okay, Casper is doing the programming game design. Miko programming game design. Mariel art. And Ansi a game design. Alright. No information about the sound though. Alright. Let's start the game. You can see that the right side is now cut off, but that's because I resized the window just a bit. And now... yep, jumps back. I just needed to do that in order to get this to a proper size. Let's see that we got everything on screen here. Alright. Let's start the game. Okay. Okay, so there are transitions. Okay, this is probably a door. Okay. Can we use that key now? Let me check the controls again. Was there anything like use key or something? 2. Yeah, that's my memory. 2. Yeah. Okay, it's very simpler. There's the ritual knife. So regarding the controls, the transition, the turning is almost instant. I would say that that's fine, but the moving actually... oh, we can also not move back. Okay. I mean, that's not really necessary, but would be nice. It's queuing up the... no, it's not. It feels like it's queuing up to some degree. Sometimes it's executed, sometimes it's not. So if I move and then I'm turning, it's I think the movement animation is a bit too slow. It does accept a new input before the animation is done, but this input has to be very close to the end. Which would be better if the movement animation wasn't so long, then it would also feel more intuitive. Overall, the movement navigation isn't horrible, but we only have 15 hit points, so I should probably not sacrifice anything. The movement isn't horrible. I think it could have been better, but it doesn't feel like it's a big problem that I cannot sidestep. So the walls are not like super thin, also not one block big. You can see that this is a small wall. I'm not going to draw a map here. Okay, so there is a new... Can't use that. There's a new key. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we have 2 keys, it just means that this is a key 2. Like, button 2. Also, you cannot hold and for forward moving, and there's an enemy. Oh, okay. You died. M1 attack. I'm not so sure that's what I was supposed to do. Alright. Well, this is... Or maybe I should not have opened it. Maybe I should just try and sacrifice myself. Sacrifice! Okay. And now? Travel between dimensions. So, if I press H now... Beep, beep. Uh-huh. Are you an enemy? It's not attacking us, I think. And I can kill it to get more hit points. Mm-hmm. There was some enemy running around here. Or whatever this is. Okay. I guess I killed it. But I'm not so sure, like, the combat is a bit weird. I just click on enemies and they die. But when I died, because I was dead instantly, and that maybe that was just one attack, but the other enemies didn't attack me at all. Maybe I should just wait for the next one and see what happens. I mean, I'm full of hit points now. Here, slimy, slimy, slimy. Come to me, come to me. So it's not doing anything. Let's switch around. We just lose 1 hit point here. Okay, so I mean, with the theme, the duality, yes, you can switch between 2 dimensions, and apparently it's also a completely different dungeon. It's not just a different vision or something. And yes, you need kind of you probably, I mean, there's a way around that, but with the transitions, you need to have something so that the enemies also have time to move, otherwise it would be a bit odd, I guess. Like, this guy is just killing me right away, and it's just taking all my hit points in one go. And this feels... I mean, why should I even heal up if this guy is killing me in one attack? Or is he just following me and I need to... Devil and now is auto collect your soul, but fear not, you have found a way to trap the demon, a ritual. But the ritual needs sacrifice, sacrifice of blood. Pick up the dimensional ritual knife in order to travel between your world and hell, fill the altars with the blood of the tormented and trap the devil for all eternity. Okay. Well, then let's do that. So I guess if I go to the right, I will always just die, because somewhere around here is the devil. And he is out for my soul. Okay, but... yeah, but in this case, also the navigation, if that would have felt... if that felt a little bit better, then running away would also be a bit more fun, I guess, because now you also kind of feel like that it's unfair, because you're kind of stuttering in your movement. You can see that sometimes if I move forward, you basically need to wait every time, because you don't know if the new command is being accepted or not. And of course this makes running away not feeling that great, and this is not working. So this is apparently just for the blue. I might just be completely screwed now, because I didn't open the door at the start right away. There's the yellow one. I don't think I have been here yet. But I don't see the point in traveling to the other dimensions yet. I feel like restarting the game would have been easier. Regarding the art, I mean I can't even take the dungeon, the key now. So the keys are spread out in this dungeon, and I can only have one key at a time, and I need to bring that key to the door where, which I can open with that. So that's a bit annoying. And this is a dead end. The thin walls have a bit of a problem that it's not that obvious where you can go sometimes, because there might still be a way after, behind the wall basically. But back to the graphics, I think the art is fine. It's not like exceptional. They didn't mention that they have a sound artist, and I mean there is nothing. You have no I'm running in circles. You have no combat sounds or anything like that. You only have this noise in the background and the footsteps. I mean, if the footsteps weren't there, it would feel even worse. Like the movements, then I guess it would feel like if you were driving around with a tank, and you died. Okay, let's give it a couple more tries. So now we learn that we have the red key and we can open the red door. There was the enemy. I'm not sure yet what's... This is probably just for like sacrifice, and now I can press H, and there was the boss thing. And this dimension, probably the only reason for it being here is that I can actually heal up. And I only need to be healed up in order to sacrifice my blood to the other things. But that I guess that also means that unless I found the next thing, I don't really need to be here. The issue is, though, that your visibility is not great. You can usually only see, like, maybe 3 tiles far if you're around a corner or something. And you're getting killed very quickly by this guy. So you don't really have time to react. So, like, if he was behind me or anything like that, I would be dead pretty quickly. So I should probably have, like, a finger on the H key to flee. Like, if he's waiting around the corner, I would be dead right away. So in the end, you would only die out of bad luck, which is probably not nice. Not the best way to do it. It's probably also a bad idea just to wait somewhere, because it could always be just behind you. Ah, there's the blue door. Okay. And I will probably find another thing now to sacrifice my blood here. Alright, yes. Splosh. And now I need to get to the next key. And then sacrifice my blood behind that next door. So I need to find a key, I need to find a door, sacrifice my blood, and in order to get the blood I need to kill some stuff in the other dimension. And all that before the boogeyman finds me. And this, like just a moment ago, was one good example of, it looked like this this corridor was there was nothing behind that, but because there were thin walls, it was misleading. So the orientation, because of the thin walls and because of the maze structure, where you don't have rooms or anything like that, is a bit of an issue. I mean, in the context of the game mostly, because you are also fleeing and you don't... It is a maze and it does a lot to stop you from getting a good orientation. You have this time pressure that you need to move all the time. I mean, obviously, he's not really following my path or anything. There's the... Okay. Sacrifice. Okay, now let's... now I need to click. Yeah, so these don't do anything. These are just like... meat bags. Let's get another one, if we find one. There wasn't... Well, we don't need that. Okay. Move, 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 move. So I'm not sure if there was one more key. I guess so. Like this was also now a situation like this again, where it looked like there could have been another way. Also, you don't have a compass, which also doesn't help the cause. Now I think I'm just running back into the same, yeah. This dead end. Yeah, I'm really struggling with orienting myself in here. I mean, if I could just take a breath and try to find something like some kind of structure. This can take forever. I mean, we can just try. And this is, in some dungeons, this is working. If you just always stick to one wall, then you will discover everything on the outside. Or you will run around an island. But you have a good chance of seeing a good section without just running in circles, or you are running around in a small circle. So I will just stick to the left wall for now. That ends and back. We haven't seen Mr. Boogeyman for a while. But that's probably because he's next to the doorway where we need to go to. He could be just around the corner. That's really an issue with this maze structure here. And in combination with the movement. Okay, so there's the green door. Now we need to find the green key. And I broke the game because I jumped into this dimension at the same time when I was killed. But I think you got the deal. I don't think we need to check again to find the last key. That was a ritual by Elias, Saarenpää, and Ansi for the game design, Mariel Art, Miko programming game design, and Caspar. Yeah, I think like for the idea with the duality is fine. I think there could have been a little bit more. It felt a bit weird that the enemies in this other zone, they didn't do anything. So maybe you would also fight there or something, or they do at least some damage. I don't know. And some sound effects for fighting would have been nice. Just a simple cling cling or something. Regarding the perspective and movement, I would say I can't. Let me restart that so that I can show you again. Regarding the perspective and movement, I would say it's not terrible, but it's also not great. The perspective doesn't help you giving you orientation, but and the same for the movement. It's not the worst in the world, but it's also really not great. The combat mechanics, I would say, are lacking. I mean, you either have enemies which don't do anything, or you have an enemy which kills you instantly, so there isn't really any combat. The art, yeah, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's doing the job. I mean, if that's created for the jam, that's nice. The wall textures are nice, the floor is nice. The ceiling maybe could have used a different texture. This looks very pixelated here in front of me. I mean, that's just a different color. The enemies, they are not pretty. The sounds, yeah, that's very rough. There could have been just more something for fighting, just a cling cling sound. I mean, even if it's just from a library, it's adding to the game and to the atmosphere. And so the theme implementation is okay, I would say. And that's my judgment of this game. So I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ritual, and I hope to see you again next time with the next game. Bye bye.